Hello, my name is Freddie Gord.
And I'm Jane Usurfo. Welcome to the show, The World's End.
So what is The World's End? This is the show where we discuss and debate the recent news around the world and get different perspectives on them. I'm here with my guest.
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi Sam, so you excited to be on the show today?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I
Happy
can
to be
see.
here. Thanks for having
thank
me.
you. So we'll be getting into some very heated debate segments later on. And can I ask, what are you currently doing in your career right now?
Career-wise, I've just got a part-time retail job that I do just alongside my course. But I enjoy it more than my first job, so it's
Yeah.
it's not hard to, but it's
So
a lot
you
nicer.
mentioned a course. So what course are you currently studying right now?
At the minute I'm doing basically just a VFX course.
Yes.
So I'd go mostly into like the graphics and animating and illustration side of things.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy it and it's lots of fun. I'd hope to go into that in the future.
So is there any specific VFX product companies you like to work for?
I don't think specifically. I think Aardman Animations, the ones who made Wallace and Gromit and all that. they have
Oh
been
yeah.
very claymation is a very cool style of of film, but I think it'd be interesting to work with them, but it's a bit not so feasible.
Well, thank you, Sam. Happy you're here. I see along with you have a friend. What's your
Yeah.
name, sir?
Hi, I'm Louis.
Hi, Louis. So are you excited to be on the show today?
Yeah, very happy indeed. Thank
I
you
can
for
see
having
that. Yeah. Well, but like I asked Sam, what are you currently doing in your career right now?
me. So I'm currently studying media level 3.
Oh,
Been
okay.
doing media for a couple of years now, and
Yeah.
I mean it's something I'd hope to go into university to do. Yeah.
So you mentioned university.
Yeah.
So are there any universities you'd like to go to?
Not right now. I've looked at a few, but I've not chosen my decision quite yet. But
Oh.
yeah, I've been looking and updating my.
Well, the clock is ticking, Louis, for you to choose. So with media, where would you like to work in the next 5 years after uni?
I'd probably want to go into a sports film, like film and TV within sports.
Yes.
Maybe even journalism at one point. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, just one of the two really.
Well, thank you. We're glad we have you on the show.
And I'm here with my guest.
Hello, my name is Arnalda and I'm very happy to be on the show.
Very happy to have you here. So how's your day been so far?
My day has been good. Well, how about yours?
My day has been very zesty as always. So what are you currently studying right now in school?
So I'm currently studying media, which is comes along with films. I'm recording a debate show right now called Listen Up, and it is about current events and social media, and also gaming. However, at the same time, in university, I'm looking forward to study something different, which is English.
All right, thank you very much.
So now we'll head into the news headlines.
COVID test errors may have led to 23 extra deaths.
Climate of fear putting patients at risk, says doctors.
Jury in double murder trial of TikTok star dismissed.
Saeed Javid to stand down as MP at the next election.
2 teenage boys have been charged with murder.
Glastonbury yoga teacher jailed for life for a lodger murder.
And finally, Heathrow faces pre-Christmas baggage handlers strike.
So now, guys, we'll be heading into our debate segment. So we'll be talking about the topics from this week. So, as we all know, the world runs on money. So, I'm going to ask you guys as your first question, does money buy happiness? So I'm going to start with Sam.
I think it's a bit of a sort of sometimes situation.
Mhm.
So I feel like if you grow up without money on a council estate, or even like a comfortable family who just doesn't have all that extra money to just sort of throw at their kids, I feel like when you get a lot of money, if you haven't had it, you're going to be happy. But it
Yeah.
doesn't make you immune to like sadness, if you know what I mean.
That's an interesting point. I can relate to the fact that you said it depends what situation you come from, you know. If you're from a less fortunate family and you eventually, you know, a family member works their way up in the ranks, you know, start earning a big salary, you'll become more happy.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to your other point later on. Louis, what are your opinions on this?
Yeah, I mean, following on from what Sam said about the upbringing of if you're in a poor family, for example, then yeah, it would be quite substantial to how you use your money. Like
Yeah.
if you were brought up in a big family, not a big family, if you were brought up in a family with a lot of money, you wouldn't know how to spend it, but you'd already know how, like obviously you'd experienced the money beforehand, so you're not as keen to having more money when you grow up. So yeah, I mean obviously it buys happiness, but like you see people nowadays with a lot of money, they just tend to waste it. And yeah, I mean like mental health and stuff. Money can't buy mental health, like to fix it and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean it goes both ways, to be honest.
And what about you, Nada?
I'll have to say yes and no. I'll say yes, it buys happiness because when it comes to work, like when you work, you're earning that money for yourself, and it makes you feel independent. And also when it comes to taxes, to pay rent, it releases the stress when you have money. However, yeah, and also when you buy like designer clothes, it's nice to buy something nice for yourself. So thank God we have money in this world. Like it buys happiness. However, at the same time, when it comes to love, money does not buy love. Love comes from your heart, and that is the most important facts that you need to learn from life.
I think I definitely agree with you. Money can buy happiness. I know currently right now, I'm working a job currently in JD.
No. That's honestly, I can't get out of my head. So, I think I love that money boosts my happiness because I think the materialistic stuff that I get from money, it boosts my happiness, you know. I think I love my mum so much more when she gets me that new PS5. And honestly, money does buy you happiness. I don't know why people just lie about it, you know, like it doesn't, it does. And
Whoa,
basically
calm
trying
down,
to
calm
say-
down.
So you're basically trying to say you're fake and you don't love your mum.
I love my mum.
But you only
Don't
love your
love
mom more when she buys you that PS5. So
Yes.
you don't love her already.
yes, we can all relate to that though,
Yeah,
right?
no, but
Because
No, I can't relate to that.
No.
Obviously.
No,
Well, no.
My mum
definitely
hasn't
can
bought me a
relate to that
PS5.
because
What?
you're basically trying to explain to me that you're fake.
So you faking love your mom?
You want
Yeah.
your mum's money.
So
So you don't love your mum?
She
don't
provides.
want your
I
own
love my
money.
mum, but
But you love her more when she
with a
buys you
mum,
stuff.
with a mum, there comes a duty. You know, you get your hugs, your kisses, and that's standard. No, that's standard, right? But not every day. You know, you get like your designer jackets, your favorite console. You know, I think that's the extra boost. You know, that extra love that it makes me more.
But you know what? I think that's because that's the bare minimum. Every child should get that. But some children, obviously, they don't have moms, sadly, and they don't get that. So what? You're just taking it for granted, like, oh, I have too much of this. I want this, I want that. You're just taking your mom's love for granted.
But like I mentioned before, I think I was once less fortunate, and now that I am humble. I say I'm humble.
You're
aren't I?
humble.
You're
You're your
humble.
mo-
Well, there's a quote-
you have all
I
your
like
mom's
when my mum
money.
buys me a
That's what
PS5.
you
Sorry,
have.
can I just
Yes,
interrupt
yes,
you there?
obviously.
Well, there's a quote that says, "Never forget where you came from."
Exactly.
You never forget where I came from. But Louis, would you agree with me?
No. But basically, yeah. Like when it comes to like money and love, I mean, obviously like you're gonna love like who's brought you up as a person in it.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, I know a lot of people who I was brought up in a school where a lot of people had money.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people whose parents have a lot of money, but they don't give their kids as much.
Yeah.
So like it depends on what your parents think, like how they would
You
like, bring
mentioned
you up
love.
as a child.
You mentioned love.
Yeah.
So, following from happiness, does money buy love?
No.
No.
no, not real love.
Really?
Not like it can buy love, but not real love.
It won't be the
I think
type
it
of
do-
love that
it does.
The
no,
love-
it doesn't.
The
No, it
love that it
doesn't.
buys is just the love for the
If
money.
It's just temporary love.
You're fake.
It can buy you like a girlfriend, but
buy you a
she won't
Rolex,
love you
that's
from the
it.
heart.
Let me explain my point. I think it does buy love, because honestly, I think from my experience, no girl loves you for who you are, and I think that money, she loves the money.
I
And
think you should have a bad taste in women, mate.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I don't.
Okay,
Yeah,
what kind-
sorry,
what-
as a woman, you have bad
even
taste.
the woman
Sorry.
cheated on you, like you
No.
will still forgive her.
Because I'll have money to attract other
Yes,
women.
but I'm saying if you
There's a
have,
whole lineup.
But wait,
you're
like,
just-
cheated on you.
you're just bringing in women who only want the money.
And then the next one comes in.
If you look, it's not only
I mean,
They won't love
women
you
who
for
are
who
into the
you are.
money.
They love you
No.
for
okay,
separate.
They love
along,
you for
along
the
with
money.
this, because I'm rich, it may become an empire.
humble.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
helpful,
okay.
Marshall.
Yeah,
Yeah, your money's money.
You look at the Kardashians.
Okay, I guess someone had a sad life.
No,
But do you not feel like selfless when you're working hard to get money that you're just giving someone else?
no.
Because, Freddie, I know you don't have a
I'm
job.
paying for my love.
No, you're not paying for
You're
your
not
mom.
paying
Your
for
mom's
your
paying
love.
for your
You're
love.
paying
Yeah.
for a woman to sit on a sofa with you, pretty much, and
Yeah.
you
That's
buy
fine.
her stuff.
Because
And you know what it reminds
That's
me
not
of?
love,
It
that's
reminds
just-
me of that you're a sugar daddy vibe.
That's not love.
I do
That's,
not mind.
It's not love. It's companionship.
I struggle to find a girl in a club, you know, to like me
That's because
for
you're in
who
a
I am.
club.
Yeah,
You haven't
That's
been to a
'cause
club.
You don't,
Okay,
you don't go to a club
it's
and
hard
look
to
for
find the girl of my
long-term
dreams.
love.
And I think that money.
In the club, people want to live life. They
No,
want
But
to
let's-
dance.
the girl's not going to be.
Let's
in
look
your
at the
dreams, she's just
Kardashian
looking at the
family.
man.
The Kardashian
Oh.
family.
Oh
Okay.
God,
Okay.
no, please.
Sorry,
They
guys,
have
Kim
an empire.
Kardashian's the girl of the
Kanye
dreams.
West and Kim K. And, you know, Kanye has boosted her, like, let's say her net worth. Her net worth, $1.8 billion. I'm not sure how much Kanye's is, but they've created an empire. The entire family have an empire. They are known throughout Hollywood. And honestly, I think that is something I aspire to have.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Think
know
I-
what? You know what Kim K was famous for?
she's famous for
For very explicit stuff.
yeah,
that was
for a
basically
clip
it.
that went famous. But
And
she was
Kanye gave her the money.
she was known before that. I think Kris Jenner did a very good job of raising all her kids and making them all famous. And I have no clue how she did it. But I think that was a big part. And then obviously Kim made the film and
Yes.
everything else. But it's
Well, I'm going to end it there, guys. This was a very heated debate segment, and I loved it so much.
Sure you do. I should love your mom's money.
Okay,
it's
well,
like he loves the
on to the
PS5,
break.
yeah.
Make it an extraordinary Christmas with our dining for two. A main, side and dessert for just £10 and a free bottle of wine. M&S. Spend it well.
Little dog, big dog.
I'll never be cheerful again.
I'm not in the business of cheerful.
Shall we order a takeaway?
Did somebody say just eat? Ooh. Did somebody say just eat? Ooh. Did somebody say? Yeah. Somebody say. Somebody say. Somebody say. Somebody say just eat. Somebody say just eat. Did somebody say? Somebody say. Did somebody say just eat? Did somebody say just eat?
I'm actually not that hungry. Just kidding.
Did somebody say just eat?
Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Yeah, go on.
I'd like a bar of chocolate, please. It's for my mum.
Your change.
Happy birthday, Mum.
There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Just quickly before.
Oh, I'm glad the break came when it did.
Well, I say, guys, we'll prepare for this one
Yeah.
because it's more
Scary.
very intense, political. So
Politics,
we're
always
gonna watch some clips on some other people's opinions on their opinions on war. What are your thoughts about the Ukraine war?
It's really bad. I hope Ukraine win and Putin dies.
I think it's terrifying. What's happening to these people? You know, their life has been able to be it's come out. It's completely been thrown away from its normal state, the way it used to be. They've lost all sense of normalcy because they and they don't have any choice in the matter that's going on.
It's very emotional, you know. I mean, to think that some of the Russian troops have been sent out there by force is crazy. But now that they're being retreated, it's very good for Ukraine because Ukraine were the underdogs in the war. You know, they didn't deserve for this to happen. So hearing this news, I'm very happy. It makes me very emotional actually. Hearing this, it makes me so proud of Ukraine. So keep going, Ukraine. Let's go.
So, from listening to those those people talking about war, I'm going to start off with my opinion. I think war is a necessary thing to do. Shows power, and fear. It puts fear into other countries. You know, the dominance. And I totally agree with the violence. You know, it sets an example. And I don't know what I think, you know, people talk about Ukraine. Ukraine also signed a deal with NATO about, you know, the land. And the Russian government technically own that land. So they have all the right to invade that land. So I'm going to have to agree with myself here.
You're going to have to agree with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But what are your opinions?
I mean, Ukraine is Ukraine's country. I think
Yeah.
the parts that Russia have illegally annexed are still part of Ukraine. They're not Russia because Putin said so. I don't think that's how it works. But I mean, I think war is necessary. It just shouldn't have to be.
So you kind of agree with me, but then you don't.
In the worst way possible, yes.
Okay, let me ask Louis. Do you think war is a necessary?
Yeah, I think it's necessary actually. I think it's very necessary.
Okay.
You know, if someone wants power over a country, then you've got to go to war with someone. We've seen World War I and World War II, where obviously countries have taken power over certain countries. Yeah, I agree with you massively.
Speak my language.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What about you, Nada?
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. Your opinion is absolutely useless.
Oh.
But anyways, let me just get to my point because before this close, okay, war is very unnecessary. Okay, we don't make peace. We don't have freedom. What is the need of war? What is the worst of it?
Can I just say war brings?
I'm talking.
War
Don't
brings
interrupt
money
me.
to our economy. Actually,
I'm talking. Don't interrupt me, please.
war
I'll let
runs
you
the
finish
economy.
speaking.
Okay.
And also, what about the children? Even young children were dying. Do you think war is going to solve anything in life? Do you think violence will solve anything in life? No. So, Freddie, whatever your name is, your opinion is useless.
Can I ask?
And it makes me laugh how useless it is.
Can I just say, you said previously you'd like to be a teacher, right?
Yes, I do.
Power is so much more. There's so much more power over kids.
Okay, but there is another way to solve that, not just to bring aggressive.
Please.
Look at the children.
Listen, guys, listen.
Look at the children.
Look at them children.
Enlighten me.
I definitely agree with Nada that war kills and harms families for taking their loved ones away from them.
Thank you,
But
Jaden.
and also peoples and soldiers are fighting a war that they never started. Violence is not the answer, and that there are other ways to solve a war, which is known as a Cold War. So basically, a Cold War
Still a war.
does not involve violence, but it is parties that have a meeting and solve all the problems within the meeting. As the Cold War was like first introduced by the Soviet Union and the United States, and I feel like that's what Russia and Ukraine should do.
The thing is, a Cold War wouldn't prove anything.
No, the Cold War.
Like, you know, when you speak to someone online verbally, when someone gets like abused online verbally, that's different. But like when you're speaking to someone online or through a meeting, you're not going to get anywhere. You're going to speak about something, and it's going to end like that.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not as serious. People won't take it to heart. I think, like I said before, violence, emphasizes that you can solve a lot of things with violence.
No,
I can't. You can.
No.
You can force
No. Violence won't solve anything.
No, violence can force a
The
country.
world is destroyed. Look at it. You can see how much the world is destroyed.
That's
the world needs to be
okay, well,
houses and families.
All right, we're going to
that
look at
have nowhere to go now.
like the outcomes of war. So let's head into our VT. Various violent outcomes of war, can I just say? And like I said, it forces a country to surrender. The people do not care. They will kill a child just to assert dominance.
And you don't care. So if
you don't even care.
I'll say I agree with it.
So if you were to
And you
be
don't
sent
care
to
about
war,
the children who died, younger children who died.
If you was born in Ukraine, you wouldn't be happy about the war.
Let me hear me out.
I agree with the fact that children die, that's a sad thing to see, but if someone has power, then they've got to have their power.
Yeah,
So-
you've got to do what's necessary to make
It doesn't solve anything, guys. Come on out, get a grip.
Literally.
no, she's right. Get a grip, Freddie.
Yes,
Honestly.
Freddie.
First you're saggy, and now you're talking about this. Get a grip.
It's so funny because people like Freddie and Louis, they need to grow up.
Definitely.
War is not necessary, guys.
No,
and
okay.
don't ever do anything violent.
Right, let's look back centuries ago. Our country. We fought the Civil War.
We owned
stuff.
about a third of the world's land mass, but that wasn't through war. That was because we went around and said, this is ours now.
Our dominance has brought so much money to our economy right now.
Well,
that's what you said
And,
about money, isn't it?
I hate to say it, but our economy is
Oh yeah, okay.
horrific.
Our economy is crash, bro. First from this trust, now Richie
done a
Sunak.
lovely little
It's going down a bit.
nosedive.
But but you see, the guns, great leaders who led their country, but although they failed, they created history and brought economy to their, brought money to their.
Yeah, they can create history, but is it good history? No, it's bad history.
Yeah, but it helped provide for their country.
Freddie,
did not help
Freddie,
anything.
if I was to,
The war is still going on.
Exactly. Freddie, if I was to tell you, let's say I'm like a military rank, the highest rank, and if I tell you to go kill your whole family for the sake of your country, would you do it?
Depends if his mum bought him the PS5.
No. Okay, you've conflicted me here. But if I am forced, I don't know.
Yeah, you're flabbergasted now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm really flabbergasted, but still, I think putting that fear into another country, asserting your dominance.
But why would you want to make someone fear you? Why not make
Because
someone...
no one would attack our country. I'm not talking about like.
Yeah, you don't have to
Britain,
make people
other-
fear you, but it can make people like you.
It doesn't make anything better, Freddie.
Instead of making people afraid of you.
Get that in your head.
Because if they're afraid of you, they're most likely to be like wary of you and attack you.
Yeah, they're going to be on edge.
No, but you mentioned the Cold War. That doesn't solve anything. Like
No,
you
it
said,
didn't.
it's,
Exactly, it
it's all talk.
All talk.
Yeah, all
so
talk.
the Cold
no
War
action.
was,
We
well,
need, I think
No,
action.
okay, I'm not saying talk online, but to communicate face to face, it shows how mature you are. But to start a war, it is a definition of immature like you.
and I mean, in some aspects, especially with
Well,
the Russia and Ukraine.
I'd like to thank you guys for coming onto our show.
You're welcome.
I've really had a good time debating with you guys.
Wish I could say the same. Sorry.
And yeah, it was great.
It's been good. It's been good. I enjoyed everyone here.
Thanks
Can't
for
wait for our
having
day
us.
out tonight.
Well, it's been the World's End. Thank you very much.